All right, everybody, how you guys doing? Good morning from Toronto here. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, thank goodness it's Friday. That means we have a big weekend coming up. Although with this coronavirus, when a lot of people are at home, you don't even know the difference between the day of the week. Okay, days of the week. Sometimes you wake up and you're thinking that you're on Thursday, or meanwhile you're on Monday, and you got 5 more days to go. So when you finally get to Friday, you're like, okay, let's just pretend we're happy that it's Friday because the rest of the other days are still the same thing. So let's just pretend that, yeah, thank goodness it's Friday. All right, my name is Dr. Chidi. Like I said, I'm reaching you from Toronto. And please, 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 nobody, no calls now, no calls now. Um, yeah, talking about Nigeria. Hmm. Now, wow. At the time, it was like nothing was happening. Everywhere was like dark. Nothing was going on. And all of a sudden now, there's just too much news. You don't even know which one to handle. There is too much happening. When you report what is happening by the morning, by the afternoon, everything has changed. I'm telling you. Um, at the time, it looked like the uh, the mainstream media was beginning to suffer a lot because there was no news for them to carry, or the news wasn't like the way they wanted it to be. Hold on, I'm gonna raise my volume very soon so that you guys can hear me clearly. I know some people are saying the volume is low. Um, let's try to get the volume high. Okay, now I've got the volume high. I hope it sounds better now. So, hmm, now the kind of news. By the way, please let us know if you got our notification. We've been having problems with our notification, so we have to keep on letting YouTube know that they are not spreading our notification for our channel. People are not receiving our notification. So please, 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 if you are not receiving our notification, please let me know. And then they always keep on reducing uh, our viewership. I don't know how they do. They just subdue it. So you have like 100 people, and it keeps going down until you don't even see anybody anymore. So please, we need you to help us share our video, help us like our video, help us just spread the news because YouTube is not doing that. They don't want to do that. Every time we talk about issues that are going on in Nigeria and the killings that are going on in Biafra land, in Oduduwa land, all of those places, they don't want to talk about it. They just want you to talk about things that we consider, well, not unimportant, but I don't think they are priority. Strangely, that is what YouTube wants you to talk about. Okay. Anyways, there's been some strange things happening in Nigeria. Strange things happening. Kind of news that comes out of Nigeria now is strange. You don't even know where to start. With a high level of insecurity, you would have thought that people would be thinking and talking a certain way, especially the government. But when the government finally opens their mouth, what comes out of it, it is scary. You're like, I wish you guys didn't open your mouth. Again, it was like before, okay, open your mouth and say something. Now we're not hearing anything. And when they finally open their mouth, oh my God, oh my God, that is when you realize that they actually have nonsense to show in terms of facing reality, in terms of speaking true to what is happening, the government is not in tune with what is going on. I mean, clearly, let us look at some of the things that the government is saying. Can you believe that a government, that their head is correct? That their head is correct. It is being manned by people who will still consider as human beings, will come out and suggest what I think that maybe it's not only me, maybe other people would have heard the news. But if it is what I'm thinking, the federal government of Nigeria is suggesting that youth corpers should be mobilized for war. So this will now be the new look of your youth corper. Youth corpers should be mobilized for war. What is your take on that? That youth corpers should be mobilized for war. This is a government that is telling you that they know what they are doing. That youth corpers can be mobilized. You see, I've thought about that thing. I've thought about it seriously. I've tried to make sense out of it. Other things used to make me angry. But this one in particular, there's something it did to me, something that is strange. That's why I'm saying that strange happenings. Everything is just too strange now. The news coming out of Nigeria is so surreal. Like it doesn't look like it's happening. It doesn't sound like you're hearing it, but it's actually happening and you're hearing it and you're seeing it. Trust me. These are youth corpers whom you do not have any guaranteed job waiting for them. These are youth corpers that have been suffering. They suffered through their university, eating worse than secondary school students. These are youth corpers who have to live. They've had to live through all manner of poverty from when they graduated. I'm not talking about the few ones that have godfathers and they didn't even serve. They just started working and only visited the youth service camp once or twice. No, we're talking about the real average youth corper that finished from a university inside Nigeria. Those are the people that after you have thought very hard, after you have consulted widely, what you came up with is a suggestion that we should draft these youth corpers for war. You did not even say draft them into the army, as a form of job. You know what happens in a war? And you say they should draft them to go to the battlefield and die. You see, when we're telling you that Nigeria is a country that eats its own, you do not understand. Now, when you hear this kind of news, you tell me how you feel. How do you feel? How can you comprehend what they are trying to say? That youth corpers should be mobilized for war. Also, they already know that there's a war coming, that they've already started a war, that they created a war. Oh boy, you are not going to fight that war. Youth corpers should be used to come and do your dirty job. It will not be well with you people. No, Sam, it will not be well with you at all. As if that was not enough. You're talking about strange things. House reps. Thank God. Wonder I shall never see in Nigeria. House reps, they have a serious issue on their hands. It is so serious that when they looked at everything, the most important discussion for them to engage in is for them to be considering a proposal that somebody has submitted to change Nigeria's name to United African Jesus Christ. United African Republic. See, Hmm. Wow. You know why I feel bad? I saw an interview with another honorable member. I know what he was saying. This honorable member was saying that, listen, changing the constitution will not work. Changing the constitution will never happen. I said, you carry your mouth and you're saying it will never happen. Maybe you will not live to see it happen. Remember, there are some people in the past that said over their dead body will some things happen. Incidentally, their dead body has been received and committed to Mother Earth. So whatever happens now will happen over their dead body. Today, I was reading with my kids. We're doing our devotion. And what we read today, I think it was 2 Corinthians 3. Sorry, 1 Corinthians. Let me show you. 1 Corinthians, where I read today. It said, where is it now? Where is it? And when you come to this, shows you the verse for the day. Okay, but after you do the verse for the day, it goes off. But it was talking about you need to be careful. You need to be careful about what you say. You have to be careful. Weigh what you say. Weigh it very well before you start talking. Okay? That is that's what it showed me. But I don't know why I'm not seeing it here now. Every morning it shows us which place that yeah. Sorry. It said guard your lips. Guard your lips very, very, very carefully. You have to be very, very careful what comes out of your mouth. Very, very, very careful. So when some people are speaking, I don't think they remember this, that you need to be very, very careful. Okay. The verse of the day. Sorry, guys, I got this thing all mixed up. Sorry, it's Proverbs 13:3. Proverbs 13:3. It says, be careful what you say and protect your life. A careless talker destroys himself. A careless talker destroys himself. You don't know there's power in the spoken mouth, in the spoken word. Your mouth is powerful. Please be very, very careful what you say out of your mouth. So when this guy was saying that it's not possible to change the constitution, I was just looking at him. He said, never say never. Don't ever say something is not possible. It cannot be done. It will never happen. Instead, that thing will happen. In fact, over my dead body. So many people have come and gone. Oh, be careful. We are saying and doing what we're doing now over their dead body. But remember the picture I showed you before. These are House members, honorable House members, debating that Nigeria should have a new name called United African Republic. United African Republic. You never solve your own problem. You never solve your own problem inside Nigeria. The people of Biafra want to be alone. You don't even know what to do with them. The people of Oduduwa want to be alone. You don't know what to do with them. People in the middle belt, they don't want to be with you. The federal government. Up north, they call outside the indigenous people there. They don't want anything to do with you. You have not solved all your myriad problems. Kidnapping every day, killings every day, armed robbery every day, all manner of acts of terrorism. Boko Haram here, Fulani headsmen there, ISWAP here. And you think that your problem, what should be one of the things you are even considering, is changing Nigeria's name. And according to them, let me read what they said here. They said House of Reps received proposal to change Nigeria's name to United African Republic. The House of Representatives Special Committee on Constitution Review had received a proposal to change Nigeria's name to the United African Republic. Unfortunately, what we're doing now is what they wanted us to do. When they started doing this constitution review thing, I told somebody, this is a distraction. This is a recipe they know they want to use to distract people. And now you see it. It's not that they're going to do anything with that report. When it is finished, they're going to throw it away, they're going to pack it, they will not use it. They just want to have that going on to distract people's attention from the main issue at hand, which is insecurity. They don't want to talk about, they don't want to deal with the issues in the Southeast. That is why they are doing this Constitutional Review Committee. Now, Adeleye Jokotoye, a tax consultant, submitted the proposal to the committee in the Southwest Zonal Public Hearing in Lagos on Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. While presenting the proposal, he said Nigeria's current name was an imposition of its past colonial masters and should be changed. This guy is a wannabe copycat. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the one who was championing this thing. And everybody has been echoing it. And listen, nobody accepts this name. Nobody wants this name. We didn't get the name, we didn't choose the name. It wasn't the people that sat and decided to have this name. It's a name that was chosen for us by Lugard's girlfriend, as they will normally put it, because they were not married then. Mistress, whatever, partner. So, since at least you recognize and you realize that this name is not the kind of name that we wanted for ourselves, it was a name imposed to us on our colonial masters, why don't you now look for a name that is indigenous? So, you move us from a name that I think is not our own. You're now taking us to unknown name man. So that now we'll start answering United African Republic. So which language is that now? Since we don't want to do the one that another person gave us. So we now came to choose an indigenous name, and what you could come up with. You didn't even say United States of Nigeria. You say it is the United African Republic. People like say you don't go Dubai too much. Go and check very well. From going there all the time, and I said, let's have United. Since they have United Arab Emirates, let's have United. Listen to call ourselves UAR. Since they have UAE, have UAR. It didn't just switch the man. They submitted it. Didn't even think. Anyway, while presenting the proposal, he said Nigeria's current name was an imposition of its past colonial masters and should be changed. He said a change of name for the country will physically and psychologically reflect a new beginning. So, physically, people will see the name, will make billboard, make posters everywhere. Psychologically, we'll be saying, we'll have a new name, then we'll come up with a slogan. New country, new you. New country, new money. Once we just have a PR team, they make jingles. Na 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 na. We are a new Nigeria with a new name. Please, please, no calls. We are a new Nigeria with a new name. We are the African Republic. We are the United States African Republic. African state, the United States of Africa. Then everybody will start being happy. Then it will change the mood of people. Then money will start coming, and everything will just change psychologically. For load of people, you people think you have water in your brains, water, clear water, not you know. Sometimes you tell somebody, go and check what is in your brain. I don't think is white, is gray matter, but it's worse when what is in the person's brain is water, clear water, nothing. That's what this House of Reps people have in their brain. It's psychological to reflect a new beginning. So you think when you just come and say new beginning, the beginning will start. That's how they do it. It's people like you that they don't work, they don't go to look for work. You don't sit down and pray. Say, Father, I receive this money. Then the money you go and check, and there's no food in your pot. Then you know that you were just dreaming. It says, at this crossroads in our history, it is mandatory that we change our name to reflect a new beginning, which will be ushered in with a new constitution, he said. The problem is, these guys, they are so selfish. They know what is good for the country. They know what should be done. But because it is going to make them lose their place in the scheme of things, they pretend they don't know. They pretend. So they just shy away from it, and they just keep running around and about. Explaining why he chose United African Republic, Joko Toye said Nigeria is made up of hundreds of ethnic groups that need to be united. So if they want to unite, it is for you to tell them as United States of Africa. That's what will make them unite. As alternative, he suggested that Nigeria could also choose United Alkebulan Republic. United Alkebulan Republic. But this people say, I don't know why. It's not everything that we have to be reporting, but what can we do? That's what news is all about. So now we don't tell you about this one. You know, I told you about strange things that are happening in
I tell
Nigeria.
you to hell.
No, not this one. Not this one. Again, my friends. Why do I call him my friend? Call him my friend because I was going to have him on my show. I'm still hoping that I'll be able to have him on my show. But I'm talking about Sheikh Gumi. That's his full name. Sheikh Gumi. You guys all know him. You guys know Sheikh Gumi. Let me show you. This man, remember the guy who was negotiating with the kidnappers and all of those things? That's Sheikh Gumi. Remember, I'm talking about strange things. He said another strange thing again. See the kind of news where they come out of Nigeria. Sheikh Gumi said that we should use good bandits to fight the bad ones. What I like that's been happening now is that the situation has become so grave. The situation has become so grave now that people actually come out and they tell you the truth. That's the funny thing. They tell you the truth. They are only twisting it. But you know, the truth is like bloom bloom. Bloom bloom, when you blow bloom bloom. When you don't blow the bloom bloom can't blow. They come they big. Assuming say that bloom bloom are true. You take that bloom bloom to the stream, or for those of you maybe at Jebo, take it to the swimming pool. You can't try to press that bloom bloom, make it go stay for the bottom of the lake or the swimming pool, as the case may be. Unless you man, you stay down there. But once you leave it to come and enjoy yourself, no, it will just come up after you. That is what happens with the truth. All of these people that have been holding the truth is beginning to bubble up now. They can't hold it anymore. They can't hold it any longer. And at the end of the day, we will force them to accept that truth, and we will all speak the truth. And then righteousness will return to the land. But as long as people keep lying, as long as people keep twisting things, no hope for us. So you see, these people, they know what the truth is. They knew that our name was already useless, but they kept on keeping it there to achieve their selfish gains. It's only now they are saying maybe we should change that name. But if you see how they are talking about changing the name, you know that it didn't come from a nationalistic, whatever. It didn't come from a desire to be a nationalist or whatever. Or it didn't have the interest of the citizens at heart when it was saying that. All it cared about was just putting out something that they will say, oh, he spoke in the house today. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. But now my dear friend King, and what he is saying is that we should use good bandits to fight bad ones. We should use good bandits to fight bad ones. That one shocked me. It shocked me. So they know all the bandits. See, they know all the bandits. And if we take what Ahmed Gumi is saying, we will actually be telling people that yes, I know they are bandits, but they are good bandits. Actually, what they are trying to say, in fact, is confirming those rumors we told you that time that you said is conspiracy theory. Remember, we told you people that the government is using mercenaries, that the government is using what do they call it? Terrorists to do their dirty jobs. You said, no. Let me tell you something. Before you begin to see something out in the open, it has been concluded behind. Before you started hearing that ISIS was defeating Boko Haram, you know that the government was already working with them, working in consonance with them. Because they knew where this thing was. They knew when it was happening. They knew the theater location, but they left it to happen. So that is what our brother is saying now. Our brother is saying that we should be in good working relationship with terrorists. Whether good or bad, they are terrorists. Can you say that we should go and befriend terrorists? Don't be terrorists, be. Don't be terrorists, be. Go tell me, say, make I come be friends with lion. And they play with her, they play with her. Don't you know what will happen one day? Don't you know? And the kind of food that lions eat? He said, according to him, the government can use such splinter groups among them to fight the ugly guys. What does that tell you? So when we're telling you that these people have these tactics of divide and rule, you said no, it's not true. And look at the kind of advice somebody's advising. Said you can use the good ones against the bad ones. You will know them. You will talk to them. You give them money. All this you're transacting with a terrorist. And in their eyes, it is purely okay. These are some of the strange things that we'll talk about that happens in Nigeria. We should pay terrorists. They've been doing it before as a ham market. millions they've been paying. And the same federal government will come back and say, if anybody gives bribe, we will deal with them. But we not to just the look. Nothing we can do. We just the look on that. Because this madness, we don't even know where to stop. We don't even know what to say about it. So what we decide to do is to just the look on it. We just the look on it for eye. Nothing we can say about it. Anyway, you know what? At this point in time, these people and their wahala. Let's get it. No, hold on. People and their wahala is too much. So what I'm going to try to do is, I think we have something here from someone that we love and respect. You guys know Omoyele Shore, right? You know Omoyele Shore. What you didn't know, what a lot of you didn't know so much is that he has a very, very beautiful daughter. So, oh, this was flipping other one. Other one I was talking, I thought this was me. Didn't know I was showing my screen. Just forgive me with the way things are going today. But this is what Omoyele Shore posted. Because some of you are going to say, Chidi, why did you put that one now? Why did you put that one? They shouldn't be exposing the girl, little girl. No. This was posted by Omoyele Shore himself. And it says, when I left home 2 years ago, she was 12. Now she is 14 years old. Mami K could sing so well. She is not bad at all. I was thinking inversely and adversely. If this murderous regime of Muhammad Buhari succeeds in their goal of assassinating me, at least I have a daughter who could sing at my funeral. Listen to Mami K. That was very touchy, and a lot of people received it with mixed feelings, But let's forget about that part and let us enjoy Moyele Shore's daughter, Mami K.
I still remember the 3rd of December, me in your sweater. You said it looked better on me than it did you. Only if you knew how much I liked you. But I watch your eyes as she walks by
Wow, wow, wow. Isn't that like a breath of fresh air? Doesn't that just make you think of what kind of place Nigeria would have been with all its people if they all had freedom, if they all had control over their resources? Imagine every part of Nigeria would be progressing with their cultures, with their traditions, with every their language, their language, their foods. Just look at compare the Nigeria I was telling you about. When I say Nigeria, I always tell people, no, people have left Nigeria in their head. And Nigeria is made up of all the indigenous people inside that country now. The Biafran people, the Oduduwa people. So try to understand, recognize all of those people. But compare all the stories I've been telling you, strange, boring, some of it is even making me sleep. Because it does not, it leaves a very, very bland taste in your mouth. It leaves a very bland taste in your mouth. But look at those stories and look at this refreshing music that we just heard now. But this is what they want to destroy. They don't want to hear about something like this. They don't care. As far as they're concerned, they do not care at all. Every time you want to talk about the story that makes sense, but where it's always one strange thing or the other happening. One strange thing or the other happening. You guys know that we've always talked about the sighting of strange helicopters. Remember the one that when it was sighted, Abdusalami Abubakar said that, oh, he is sorry, he didn't know his helicopter was used. Of course, now Nigeria being what it is, the story just fizzled out. And people kept saying, show us, show us, show us. I'm not saying this was Abdul Salam Abubakar's helicopter because there was one gunship they were showing that time, but that one was wrong. But tell me what you make out of this. Just tell me what you make out of this one.
Motimu, Motimu. Look at that too, no shige. Back up, back up. We need backup, backup. 2212. Hello, animal security. Hello, 313. We need backup. How did you go? You be fool. Hello, 313. Oh yeah, come there. See now. Go see now. Voilà.
I don't know what you make of that, oh. I don't know what you make of that. I'll just leave it. On CNN, they were talking about unidentified flying object. One of my friends, Mr. T, posted this on one platform. And I just went and told him that this one is U U UHK UHK. He was asking me, is this UFO? I said, no, this is UHK. He said, what do you mean? I said, this one is unknown helicopter with K. Unknown helicopter. This is the same way they've been distributing arms inside the bush. This one is not in Igbo land, though. This one is not in house. This one is Yoruba land, or you heard them speaking. Or if I'm wrong, please correct me. What language did I hear that they were speaking? But whatever language it is, that thing is happening in one of our forests. It is happening in one of our forests. If that doesn't make you realize that there is danger, we're talking about strange happenings. So many strange things happening, and they're happening in quick succession. The things that people are seeing, the kind of things that people are seeing, it is just so strange. I told you guys about the guy that said we cannot change the constitution. All of us are saying, oh, let's have a new constitution. He said we can't change the constitution at all. We can only do it in bits. Now listen to him. I meant for you guys to hear him out. So let's just hear him out a little bit.
You're saying that we as a citizen, we do not, under this law, under the 1999 Constitution, we do not have the power to overwrite or to have a brand new constitution. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Can you expatiate on
yes,
what you mean?
What Section 9 of the Constitution envisages, and indeed what it does say, is that we can alter any provision of the Constitution. It doesn't say we can alter all of the provisions of the Constitution. We can alter any provision. And it proceeds to set out the methodology, the mode for doing just that. And for us to be able to achieve that, it says that we need, in fact, not just Section 9. Now, those who are saying that we have the power to do a rewrite, they forget that Section 9, for you to be able to do a rewrite of a brand new constitution, you need to amend Section 9 of the Constitution. And for you to amend Section 9 of the Constitution, you require 4/5 votes in the Senate, which is about 88 senators out of 109, and you require about 288 members of the House of Reps.
For you to,
out of 360. That's just for you to amend that Section 9 by itself.
Why is it difficult for us to do that?
Well, if you need Section 9 amended, then you have to come forward with a bill to that effect. As I speak to you, we've received more than 350 or thereabout memoranda on the amendment of the Constitution, and not one is requesting for an amendment of Section 9 of the Constitution. That is probably because they know how difficult, it is to muster 88 votes out of 109. To even muster 2/3 of the votes is almost impossible. Not talk about 4/5, of the Senate and 4/5 of the House of Reps. But the bottom line is this: under the extant Constitution, the only thing we are permitted to do is incremental amendment or alteration. And this is nothing new. We've seen people every day, when it suits them, they allude to the fact that, we borrowed our system from the United States of America, which is all well and good. But even in the US, and they've had their constitution now for almost 250 years, and they've had about 27 amendments. It never occurred to them at any time, despite the fact they needed amendments, they never sought to jettison the entire US Constitution and do a new constitution or a full rewrite. They never did that. Instead, they've been going with incremental amendments by way of, I think they've had about 27 so far. And here in Nigeria, at least for the first 10 years, we tried several times to have some incremental amendments here. We failed.
But with this going to be the 5th alteration.
Exactly.
To be successful.
The first alteration we succeeded in doing was, I believe, in 2010. And ever since, we've gotten the 2nd alteration, the 3rd alteration, and the 4th. Now, if we succeed with it, this will be the 5th. But this is the only way to go. Now, for those who are agitating for a new constitution, there's a reason they're agitating for this. And there are certain provisions they want embedded in new constitution. All they need to do is go back home. We are the elected representatives of our people. Our constituents are back home. If this is what they want, they can mount pressure on us. I represent Delta Central Senatorial District from Delta State. Now, in the thematic areas of about 16 issues, what my constituents want, if they feel so strongly about any particular issue, they will reach out to me. They will mount the requisite pressure on me. They will do the same with my member representing me in the Federal House of Reps in Ughelli Udu Federal Constituency. And once that is the position they've taken, we have no choice but to abide by that decision, because at some point down the road, we may go back again to renew our mandate. And once they take the position that we came to Abuja and we didn't follow their dictates, they will pay a price. So what I will expect people to do is to go back, mobilize yourselves, reach out to your constituents, and then reach out to your representatives, and then those ones will in turn lobby other members.
That is the only alternative. That's the only way.
Absolutely.
So,
no other way.
Aside that, because
I think you follow me here. Follow me here within the man top. That is the only way. These people are very funny. He said if the people feel that that's what they want, they should contact him. If the people feel that's what they want, they should contact him. They should put pressure. Imagine they should put pressure on you. Oh, you're waiting for when they put pressure on you before you will do the right thing. And you're comparing onions and apples. How can you become? You say American Constitution. They've not even changed their own. They didn't jettison their constitution. Is America like you? America that's even obeying their constitution. America that when they came together, they say, we the people. Were you? Who was there when they did their own Nigerian constitution? Anyway, don't worry. You think the same illness that is worrying America is the one that's worrying you in your country, Nigeria? No. The thing that is worrying America, they can take something like Panadol. Your own is they need to cut off the leg. The pain, they cut off the leg over there. That's why you see most of that constitution. I just did that one on the side, and we're soon gonna close. Lots of strange things, but not without taking something from our Oga additional. Let's hear what additional said. Additional, who you all know is the president advisor on media and publicity. Additional woke up and this is what he had to say. Very, very shocking in his very slow talking voice. Yeah, very, very shocking. And those people were even saying that. See what the man had to say. Special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, has described the president as a kind bully who is ready to knock sense into stubborn heads and whip everyone into line. The kind of language these people are supposed to be leaders. See the kind of language they are using. He agrees that Buhari is a bully. That's where the case stops. Someone should tell Adesina that point where you just said Buhari is a bully. Whether you see him as a kind bully or whether you see him as any kind of bully at all, you have called him a bully. So at that point in time, trust me, nothing. He should just resign. Period. That's what he is good for. That's the only thing he's good for now. Just to resign, nothing more. But now you say he's a kind bully. He's not that kind of bully that people are talking about. So just a kind bully. That's what you say. So, having said that, by additional, the rest is left for you. What do you think? Let us know in the comment box, because sometimes get something where you will see, you need another person to help you see it, because when another person see it, then they will make you comprehend what you're seeing, and that thing you're seeing, it will make sense. Okay, So after we've shown you our dear Oga additional, let me know what you think about that statement, because that statement you get as a B. All right, moving on. I think finally, I don't even want to say. I'll just leave it there. Another strange occurrence that you guys need to hear about, and this is all coming from Sahara Reporters. Kudos to Sahara Reporters. The news is on point, on point. I'm just going to read two more items here, and then we'll go. You guys heard about Gulag. You know, Gulag is dead now. We don't want to talk about, don't want to talk evil about somebody that is dead. Just try to respect the person. But you know, this is the news, and the truth is the truth. You need to hear the person who, I would say, he knows what happened in the Gulag case. But let's hear what he has to say.
What the Supreme Court has done.
And maybe you can use that to connect what happened to Gulag in Abia State, because it's still like a mystery to a lot of people. Not so to a lot of us, but listen to this.
What the Supreme Court has done today is to murder democracy. What they have now done is to give judicial backing to illegality, judicial backing to fraud. Somebody gathered fake results and packaged illegal must go. And brought to you, he said it was 388. In his evidence laid at the tribunal, he tendered 366. You computed it and gave him all the scores. Where was my own score? I was a candidate in that election. I was a candidate of the Reform and Advancement Party. Where was my own score? Hope allocated all the figures to himself. And the Supreme Court accepted it and said that is democracy. What the Supreme Court has done is to give judicial pronouncement to criminality, to electoral fraud. We don't no longer go to election, primary election. From primary election, first of all, go and hijack Gulag. If you hijack Gulag, you give him dollar. Gulag will write primary result for you from a hotel room in Abuja. That was what Hope did. With that fake Gulag result, now he has become a Supreme Court imposed governor of Imo State based on electoral fraud and criminality. I am ashamed on their behalf.
Did you hear that? Did you hear him mention Gulag? That's why I say Gulag was not a saint. I'm not going to stay here and talk evil about his death, but it's just the truth. He was not a saint. And it sounds well modeled in so much death and a mixture of Uzodimma, Hope Uzodimma, Gulag, Imo State, Okorocha. It was not a good mixture. And remember that Gulag had said some things before he traveled to Imo State. It's like he knew some people were after him. But the police came and twisted the whole story, said it was unknown gunmen. Anyway, the people that died, they've died. But the truth is, as everybody can see, that it was not an unknown gunmen. It was people who knew more than we know. There's also this video from
I tell you to help
the AIG of police. Because I know say it's been a very, very long night, so we need to finish this and try and catch some sleep. You must forgive me. We'll just keep pushing. We'll keep pushing. All right. Listen.
I tell you to henceforth defend yourselves courageously against any armed group that attempt to attack you or attack any police asset, and any criminal or any national infrastructure. Don't sit down and even defend your formations, your places of work. Go out and look for them like they are looking for you, and deal with them ruthlessly.
So when you guys begin to see police and army, because now army people wear police uniform, police people wear army uniform. They also meet terrorists wear army and police uniform. When you see them going out to hunt people in their houses, drag them out, kill them, Now you see the origin of all of that. This is where they got the command. This is where they got the go ahead. Do you now see the origin? Because you'll be wondering, how come policemen are doing this here? Doesn't anybody see what they're doing? No, they see. Why are they not doing anything? Because they are the ones that sent them. You don't get them. They are the ones that sent them. All right, there's so much news out there. We can't even begin to read all of them. Please go online, try to uh, just scout the whole place. We don't do it because we want to be the only ones. The reason why we do it is sometimes we're able to explain to you better even what you're reading. So that's why we go and get those dailies. We look through them and we want to make sure that we help to explain what they are saying. But it is something that you guys can also just go and get it online, get it from WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. A lot of people post these things, but it's important, especially now in Nigeria. It's important for us to know what is happening from every area of Nigeria. Okay, there's a couple of them I would like to read for you. I wish maybe I'll share it in the. I think that's what I'll do. I'll share it in the comment box so you guys get to see. Okay, all right. Owotoba, this is the nation. Owotoba, I'm in government to serve my people. NECO names Ogborodi as acting registrar. Bello orders beg for set for Lagos top 16 invitation challenge. Minister adopts table tennis sensations. All right, I'm going to leave it there just to show you guys a little bit of what is going on out there. Thank you. I love you. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys at 2 o'clock. Maybe we'll do the 2 o'clock, and that's a couple of hours, maybe not. But if I see you, I see. If I don't see you, then that'll be next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.